All right. So, welcome to our Team Tuesday. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I kind of been messing around with my speakers today. Um, you guys, it's going to be amazing. So, first of all, you guys know we just finished SFR, right? Which was just awesome. If you guys got to see the general sessions, oh gosh, right? All the new releases that are coming. I mean, that was just like a handful. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to show us everything, of course, but that's just a handful. So if you don't think your fall winter business is going to be booming, something's wrong with you. I'm just kidding. But really, there's so much coming and they really set us up for the new season. So, um with that being said, there's a couple things that I want to just get on with announcements because I do have a special guest coming on today. I'm so excited. So let's kind of dive into it, okay? And then we really want to spend a little bit more time on the incentive today and then really just kind of don't mind my jug of juice, don't worry girl. Just want to like make sure that there's any questions or anything like that because here's the thing, we will not have another Team Tuesday until after the August starts. So I want to make sure there's no like better time than to be ahead of the game when it comes to incentives, okay? So first and foremost, a couple of announcements. If you have not seen your workstation, um let me get people on. Just so you guys know, Sunday, August 1st, from midnight to 2 a.m., what they usually do is when we have a new season, they will basically shut down your workstation functionalities and then they'll shut down the website just until 2 a.m. so that they can upload all of the new season catalog. Okay. So don't freak out if you're brand new and you're so excited to jump on and you see that nothing is working. Trust me, wait until after 2 a.m. and you'll be fine. Okay. So I just want to make sure that that was announced because I know we have some new teamies. So there's that. Second announcement, world tour. Woo woo. They are planning world tours already. So I want you to hear those words because if you're new and you didn't make it to SFR, you got to make it to world tour. It's like the miniature SFR, right? You have to make it there if you didn't make it to SFR, okay? So they are working on the dates and locations. Here is the benefit of that, guys. When we have World Tour, it's typically a more centralized and local area to us. So I know in the past 2 years for us, our area was Riverside Convention Center. The year prior to that was actually Covina. So just so you're aware, it will be somewhere local, okay? So you don't have to necessarily fly out anywhere, all right? But they're working on that. I just wanted you to hear those words so that way when it comes up, you guys will know exactly what we're talking about. Third announcement, if you did go to SFR, you would have noticed that we have our new incentives starting August 1st. And I don't know about you guys, but I know some of us on this call today is just like ready to get those action plans in place and to earn it and to just do all of the things, right? So if you didn't hear, it was Region 1, which was the Alaskan cruise, and that's going to be from July 11th through the 18th. You guys, Sensi does not disappoint when it comes to incentives. Okay. The other news update I have for you is Sensi Family Reunion. We just ended one, right? But our next year's SFR, yes, it is right before SFR, Amalia. The one that is for next year is going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay. So if you guys are a little newer, we were supposed to have this one last year. And because of the pandemic, we weren't able to do that. So they're just going to basically redo that one. But why am I telling you guys this a year in advance? Plan for it. That's why I'm telling you. Plan now. Because believe it or not, how many of you guys have realized like, oh my God, we're halfway through the year already? Like what? That's why. Okay. So plan now. Okay. Crystal, I'm not personally a cruise okay, so that's okay. If you're not a cruise person, guess what? You can earn SFR for free. Flights, accommodations, everything, right? So there's always options. Don't worry. There's always options. Okay, but SFR is in Salt Lake City. So plan for that. You guys, there's so many great things happening now that we can travel again. Plan for our incentive, plan for world tour. There's so many things. I see you, Denise. I see you. Okay, so again, I want to dive in. We have Miss Maria's team here today with us as well because we have a guest speaker. So I'm so excited. So we kind of wanted to join forces so that we can give some feedback and you know, all share ideas because we're definitely better together, right? You guys all hear that all the time. It's so true. We are definitely better together. So Maria is in, oh my God, you just told me and I totally blanked. Maria's in Oregon, so she's like body service. Sorry. So hopefully she can hear it. But okay, so a couple things before we have our guest speaker come on. I'm so excited. I am going to share with you guys that you guys have probably seen in our group me. So if you guys are joining us on this Zoom, you're gonna know that when I say group me, we basically have like a group chat. So GroupMe is an app and we just use that to share pictures and links and all those things because some people don't have Facebook, some people don't necessarily, there's so much going on Facebook. So we use GroupMe just to kind of help centralize everything. So for my team, you would know that this is in the GroupMe and it's also on the Drive. So I'm going to actually share the Drive link here in case you guys did not get it, then at least you guys can have a copy. All right, I promise you, I am not that Zoom illiterate, but apparently today I am. Okay. But the reason why I wanted to share this with you is because there's going to be two ways to earn these, right? So first thing, I'll have to share it with you shortly. First thing is PRV, right? PRV is going to be one of those things that you have to really earn. Now, hear me out when I say this, okay? You're going to see these numbers, guys, and you might flip out. And that's okay. Freak out and then get to work. Okay? Because it will happen. I promise you, the first time I earned an incentive, I thought to myself, there's no freaking way that I'm going to earn all those points with PRV. It sounds very scary. But let me tell you, when you break things down and you see how you can earn different ways, it'll be so much more achievable. Okay. So first and foremost, you're gonna see that level 1 is SFR, right, Crystal Rackley? So if you're not a cruise person, this is what you're shooting for. You're shooting for level 1, which is 18,000 points. Guess what? You don't need to have sponsoring points for that. Okay, so if that's a goal, hey, that's a freaking fantastic goal. And remember, it's over 6 months. So if you're doing strictly PRV, you want to try and earn that 2,000 a month, right? That's going to give you boom. Okay. But here's why I want to share this with you, because look at this little tidbit down here. If you do 1,000 PRV 5 out of the 6 months, you get a 2,500 point consistency bonus. That's already knocking down 2,500 points. Okay, these are where the little tricks come in, right? How about personal promotions? If you are now a certified consultant and you promote to lead, that's 1,500 points, and so on and so forth, right? So if you're essential, you still get 1,000 points for being certified, right? So think about those kind of things. Guess what else you get? Here's the kicker. You really want to be a lead or promote to lead if you're not already during a incentive period, a fall winter incentive period. Because if you are paid at title, you get extra points per month. Okay. So whatever your title is, lead, star, and above, you get points for every month that you are paid at title. All right. And most of you guys hit your 500 PRV anyway. We do our green challenge, right? So those are huge. Okay. Then we're going to get into some sponsoring, and that's where we have a special guest to help us with. I know you and I all can always use extra bonus tips on sponsoring, right? So sponsoring wise, if you already have frontline people that have, they've already joined your team before August 1st and they promote to certified, boom, that's 250 points. Okay. However, or your frontline, if they promote to lead, star, superstar, or director during that time, that's 1,000 points. Okay. I love you, Maria. But here's where you really want to work on. You really want to work on also sponsoring new consultants and having them get certified. Okay, guys, because it's 1,000 points per consultant that gets certified during this period. What else does that do? What if you got 7 new consultants during these 6 months? I'm just throwing out a number, okay? 7 new consultants, you're already halfway to annual mentor. You're halfway, right? So this is where you kind of want to see how things are going to tie in together. And I know that sponsoring is the one that we all kind of cringe at. We're like, oh, I don't know about that one. I can do the PRV. I just don't know if I could get the people, right? Well, we have somebody who's going to share that today with us. But here's what I want to just throw out as a tip. Since the very first incentive I've ever earned, I kid you not, I've had the tracker in front of my face every single day. I kid you not. If I knew I was going to be out of town for a week, guess what? I folded it up, I put it with my stuff, and I took it with me. Because the moment you let this become out of sight, out of mind, that's exactly what it becomes. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay? So if you have it, like I'm at my desktop most of the time. So if I have it right next to my desktop, Lord knows I'm going to be looking at it going, okay, girl, we're halfway there. Where are we at? What do we need to do? Right? How many more people do we need? How many more PRV? Who needs to get promoted? Right? So I want you guys to think about that. So if you're going to download it or you're going to print it out, use it. Honestly, use it. Don't print it and put it aside. Okay. So with that being said, there's PRV, which we'll dive into a little bit later. But right now, let's talk about sponsoring. So I want to introduce to you guys a fellow leader of mine and Maria's, Miss Monica Ludd. She was on one of our director groups and she was kind of asking for some other help as well. And I said, hey, if you're good at sponsoring, you have some time tomorrow night? So thank you, Monica, for coming on. I'm so excited for you to be here. Oh, I think it did let you. There it is.
Yay, thank you for having me. Alrighty, are you ready for me to talk?
Share away.
Okay, so I'll just start by telling you a little bit about myself real quick so you guys can get to know me. Like Michelle said, my name is Monica. I've been with SEMSI since January 2020. I promoted to director in September of 2020. I went this time last year, I had a team of 7, and now I have a team of 39. So we're one away from 40. So that's super exciting. I love sponsoring, and I'm going to tell you guys why. I want to tell you guys just a little bit more about me first. So I've recruited 4 people this month. When I first joined, my director and my sponsor told me to always go for sponsoring 2 people a month. Even if you don't hit that goal, you're still trying. You're still putting the opportunity out there. And also always, if you're over 1,500 PRV, always try to go for that 2,000, because why not, right? You're already so close. So those are 2 tips that were given to me when I first started, and that's what got me to where I am right now. and then I've earned all the incentives. So I've earned every incentive since I joined. I've earned Sensational Start Level 2 and Shooting Star. So all the beginning ones and everything like that. So now that you guys know a little bit about me and a little bit of why I'm qualified to talk to you guys tonight, we'll just hop right in. So sponsoring, I like to call it mentoring. Just because sponsor sounds, I mean, it's official, right? But mentoring, like, you're helping someone grow their business. I'm not like sponsoring you. Like, I'm not like when I think of a sponsor, I think of like a sports sponsor or like something like that. And where you like give someone money or you give someone a little something and then they take it and use it, but they promote you too. And that's not what I do. I mentor my team members and I teach them how to run their business and how to be successful, and I hope that they take that and pass that on to their team members. So it is a vital part of my business plan, and if you're looking to turn this into an actual business, I know that there's some people that are hobbyists and things like that, but if you're looking to turn this into like an actual business, then recruiting, sponsoring, mentoring, whatever you want to call it, is going to be crucial to you too. So I took notes. So if I look down, it's because I'm looking at my notes.
Look,
so
I'm taking notes as you talk, girl. So go ahead.
Okay. So the other part is you can get so much more accomplished with a team than you can by yourself. You can only sell so much, and I mean some people sell a lot, but you can only sell so much, and you can't always rely on yourself. Plus, it's just so nice, like Michelle was saying, like she found me in a directors group. Like even though I'm not on her team, like we still found each other and we're still part of this big, huge Scentsy family. And imagine finding your family and your friends and their family and their friends and the people that you meet through these parties and turning them into your family and your Scentsy friends and your Scentsy family. Like, it's amazing. It's just such a blessing. So a lot of people view it in different ways, but if you look at it as an opportunity, not only to help yourself grow your team, but you're offering so much to someone else. You're offering the connection to others. You're offering the freedom to build their own business and work it in their time. It's not about when you want them to work their business or what goals you have for them. It's about what they want. And if we're supporting them, then they're going to learn and they're going to grow. So sponsoring has a lot to it, but it's so much fun. And just like I said, offering that blessing to other people is tremendous. So don't look at it. I've met a lot of people that look at it as they're doing something for themselves. They're sponsoring someone else to help them. And you're not. You're not helping yourself. I'm not going to sponsor, let's say, for example, Michelle. I'm not going to offer her the opportunity to join Scentsy because I need someone on my team. I'm going to offer the opportunity to join Scentsy to Michelle because I want her to be as successful as she wants to be. I want her to meet her dreams and her goals and everything else. And I believe that I can help her do that with this business. So, and that makes such a huge difference when it comes to sponsoring and mentoring and everything else. So, now that you have my take on that, we're going to get into how you do it. So the first thing is, like I just did, you're going to share how much you love this business and why you love this business. And you're not just going to tell your mom or your dad or your sister, your brother, whatever. You're going to tell everybody. The lady at the grocery store, literally, she asked me what I did the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm a stay-at-home mom. And she's like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, I have 3 kids. And I was like, oh, wait, and I work Scentsy. And I like got so excited and everything else. Like, you share it with everyone. On Facebook, when you accomplish something. I mean, right before I hopped on here, I took a picture. I always have coffee in my hand, no matter what, always. And so I took a picture of my coffee, and I was so excited that I got to come on here and talk to you guys. So I took a picture of my coffee, and I got to tell everybody how excited I was to hop on here and share this with you guys. So, I mean, just anything, any award you win, any accomplishment you do, anything that's a little bit scary for you and your business, share it because people are watching you. They're watching you to see you succeed, but a lot of people, to be honest with you, they're watching you to see you fail because this is an MLM. And that's just it. It is what it is, and it's not fun, it's not cute, it is what it is. But when you show them that, look, I am being successful, look at me, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, then people are like, oh, snap, Monica's doing this, Monica's doing that, oh, what is she doing? Oh, I'm going to ask her some questions, because now she's doing something, so let's find out what's really going on kind of thing. So, and you'll get people like that. They are just cautious. I mean, look at the history of MLM. Sensi is not your typical MLM. It's not. So, just share everything. The next part is share how it could benefit other people's lives. So if you have a friend who's struggling to make a car payment, tell her, like, girl, like, I can hook you up with this business and we can work together and help you so you're not struggling. Like, or if your friend is struggling from depression or anxiety or anything like that, like the connection that we build as the Sensi family, I mean, it's not necessarily going to help everyone. I don't want to say anything like that, but connecting with other people can really help that kind of mental illness and situation. So we just have so much to offer. A new hobby, new friends, money, incentives. People want to travel and they don't want to have to pay for it. They don't. So post about it. I'm going on this Alaskan cruise. Who's coming with me?
Yep, right there.
And that's how you gotta post, with a picture of the little Alaskan cruise that's floating around. I'm sure you guys have seen it. And see. I mean, the worst thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna say yeah, and then you're like, okay, look, I have an opportunity for you. This incentive just started. It hasn't even started yet. Like, let's get you in and get you like going. Like let's get it done. And they can either say yeah, or I want more information, or no, it's not my time. And if they say no, it's not my time, that's not on you. Like, don't take that personally. No right now doesn't mean no forever. And planting that seed will take you a really long ways. Like, when you think about it for a second, when you plant a seed in the ground, right, it doesn't come up right away. For some plants, it doesn't come up for months. So don't get discouraged when someone tells you no. It's not about you, it's about them. Share every goal you hit. I already touched on that a little bit. I got a little ahead of myself. Offer the hostess kit with every party. And I mean every single party you do. Whether it's your own party that you're collecting for your own rewards, and you go to close out that party, and if that party hits 200, then you just post it. I have an exclusive kit available for one person who wants to join me in this journey. Not join my team, not who wants to help me out, none of that. You're offering the opportunity to them, to help them, not to help you. You got to remember that. Make sure you offer that. If it's your own party, if it is somebody else's party that you have somebody else hosting the party, I offer them the opportunity before the party even starts. I offer it to them with their hostess coaching. So I send them, I do my parties online. I party virtually through Facebook, mostly because of COVID, but partly because my husband works nights. I have 3 kids, and I am the babysitter. I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I like to party virtually. So my hostess coaching, at the very end, I send them a picture of my hostess tips. I send them a picture of the party rewards that they earn, and then I also send them a picture of the host exclusive kit, and I ask them if they have ever thought about being a consultant themselves. For one, that's going to get them thinking about it from the get-go. 2, it just opens the door in general for this to become something else. And if they say, no, I don't want to, we can revisit that at the end instead of asking them at the end and then them not having that however long you party for. I party for 8 days. So they don't have, if I ask them at the end, they don't have that 8 days to think about it. They just have to close out their party and they're done and we're done and that's it. So we want to get them thinking about that opportunity way before we have to close out that party. Let's see.
Hey, Monica, there's a question in there for you. Do you need an app to help you with your virtual parties, such as Host My Party?
I use Bizly, and that is a whole nother topic. I'm obsessed with Bizly. I am like our team's guru person for Bizly. If you guys have questions about Bizly, later let me know and I can answer those for you, because that's my favorite thing ever. I do everything with Bizly, everything from onboarding consultants to messaging my team members, hostess coaching parties, everything. I do everything with Bizly. The last thing, and something that I was hopefully some people will want to participate, because I have a participation part. So the last thing is, people get really intimidated, consultants like us, we get intimidated when people start asking us questions, and we're so freaking excited that somebody just asked us a question about joining, and oh my gosh, we want them to join and we want them on our team, and can we just join right now, right? But you gotta slow down. We gotta like take a deep breath, breathe, because we don't want to word vomit on them, because then that scares them away. And they're like, oh, no, this girl is way too eager. Think about going on your first date, and this hot guy is asking you to go out on a date with him. And you're just like, yeah, right now, let's go right now. They're going to be like, oh, she's a little desperate. We're gonna step back here. Right? It's the same concept. So we're going to take a deep breath, and we're going to think about that response, and we're not necessarily going to go crazy and all that. So my rule of thumb is that we want to take 20 words or less to answer their question. And I've found so far that I've never had problem answering the question in 20 words or less. So if it's okay with Michelle, I wanted to take time, and whoever wanted to unmute themselves, ask me a recruiting question that you've heard before, and see what I mean by answering 20 words or less. It's a lot easier when I'm typing, because I literally physically count. Like, seriously. Because I am such a stickler for it. Like, if I can't answer it in 20 words or less, then I'll rephrase it. So if I go over 20 words, then I'm sorry. But I can still give you the shortest answer I can without typing it out.
Well, we have one for you. Amalia raised her hand. She'd like to do it.
Okay.
Isn't Sensi just a pyramid scheme?
Absolutely not. That's it.
Like, they all seem like pyramid schemes to me. How is this not different?
Sensi is, oh man, because normally I have time to think about this and like type it. So, let's see. We're not like everyone else. We are a group of men and women who, oh man, hold on. I'll have to think about this one.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you a challenging one. It's just.
No, you're fine. I like it. I'm up for a challenge. Let's see. Unlike other MLM companies, we don't get paid when someone joins our team. We don't make money off of recruits just for joining or just for being there. We help you build your business, and we create a family with you.
Ooh, that's a good answer.
Is that 20 words or less? I didn't count.
I didn't count, but it was not on for me.
But you see how I mean, like, keep it short and sweet. That one was a challenge, because there's different ways that you can go with every single question that's asked, and you have to shift through your brain a little bit and see what's going to be that, not right answer, but the best answer because you want them to feel included. We're not like every MLM business, and I can give you a billion reasons why. A billion. And that's why I was like, oh, wait, what are we doing? But, like, in the beginning, we want them to know that we're a family. We're not just a company. We don't just sell stuff. So I would definitely share that. I would definitely make it a point to share about us being a family and that you're not joining a company, you're joining a family.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I know you've probably heard this many times, and I'm only going to ask this because I'm sure we all have when we mentioned the joint opportunity, right? But how much are you selling it?
So the minimum thing, okay. There's no minimum. And then I would leave it. So there's no minimum.
It's so true, right? I mean, before we kind of got tongue twisted on, well, it's this, every this month, and this. And...
Well, and then the other part is, you could answer that way different. You could word vomit on them, and you could tell them, well, it's $200 a month to be an active consultant, that you're a current consultant, and then if you do this and this and this and that and the other thing, then this happens and blah blah. But it's easy. Just keep it simple. There's no minimum. They don't have to sell a single thing. Not for 12 months. And even then, if they decide not to be a consultant, they can still rejoin for free and do it again for another 12 months. So there's no minimum.
Does anybody have any questions for Monica?
I do. So what if they are like, well, it's an oversaturated company. I see Sensi everywhere.
You do see Sensi everywhere because we have so many customers and our business and our company has exploded. So many people are home now that they want their house to smell good. But it's not about every other consultant. It's about you and what you have to offer your customers. And that's what grows your business.
And think about this too, right, guys? So to that question, Natasha, which is a really good question because you see so many direct sales now. Mm-hmm. Now you're in direct sales, you're going to see the same direct sale companies everywhere. But here's the other thing. How many people join just for themselves? Right? So maybe have a million consultants. But maybe half of those consultants are only doing stuff for themselves. Some of them are, every 2 to 4 months they're putting something in, right? So they're not really consistent. But I will share this with you, and I hope this helps for some of those questions. Every single time that I've done my event, you guys know it's usually every Friday. Every single time I've been there, I've had at least one person tell me, oh my gosh, Sensi, I'm so glad you're here because my Sensi girl moved, or I never got a hold of her again, or I don't know what happened to that person, or X, Y, and Z, right? So I love that you had brought that up, Natasha, because it's so true. And I think we get very discouraged very easily because we think there's so much, like, Annette and Norma is not on tonight, but Annette and Norma are like walking distance from me, right? But we all have our different customer base, and that is the beauty of it. So great question though.
Yeah, and I live in a town of like 10,000 people maybe. Like I live in a very, very small community, and I probably have about 15 people on my team who live in the same town as me, if not like literally like less than a mile from me or 5 miles from me. Like there's a lot of us here, and we all have different customer bases. And I try to answer that like I would if there was someone else asking me that, not a consultant asking me that. So hopefully I answered that correctly. I'm not sure if I misunderstood, and Natasha, you were asking me how I deal with that, or just in general, like if I was answering a recruiting question. But I think it really has to do with everybody has their own customer base, like Michelle said. And then also how you treat your customers is what makes them loyal to you and not go to someone else. Your follow up, how, like, just all of that. So that plays a really big part in it, at least where I am, on our, like, how we're all able to be successful and still be less, like, in a 5 mile radius.
Awesome. Anybody else? Amalia had mentioned in the chat, and everyone has a different personality. You might not mesh with everyone, so having different people to talk with.
Absolutely.
Well, awesome. Thank you, Monica. That's great points. I mean, I love just the way that you even mentioned it too. Sometimes we need a reminder, right? Like, people are always watching. You're so right. But the part that really gets me is watching. And it's so true. It is so true. Nobody goes on going, oh my God, I'm so happy for them. Right? They're more like, that failure becomes curiosity. And then the curiosity becomes, more curiosity. And then they want to talk to you. And then they kind of reach out a little bit like, hey, it's been a long time. How's it going? And then they start to ask, right? So I love that point that you said that. And also offering the exclusive kit. I mean, I was just, as you were talking about it, I was thinking to myself, you're absolutely right. Why don't we, right? Why don't you, yes, privately, you don't want to put stuff, well, watch how you do stuff publicly, but maybe in your private groups and your VIPs, right? Hey, I have an exclusive kit available through the end of the week. Who wants it? It's up for grabs, right? I need to close out my party. I don't want it to go to waste.
I do personally post it on my I post it on my personal page too, not just in my VIPs. Yeah, so it's not considered a personal special, because it is that hostess kit. So, and you don't have to put like zero cost or anything like that. You just say that you have an exclusive kit available to start a business for, like a reduced cost or something like that, or close to nothing, or however you want to put it. But it's not considered a personal special because it is the hostess kit. So it's a little bit different than if you were to be offering like free product on your personal page.
There you go. See? And I love your mentor, right? Versus sponsor. So true. Sometimes you're right. And the way you had mentioned it, like sponsor, okay, here's some money, go do your thing, make me proud, yay, yay, yay. Where mentor, you're kind of like, hey, I'm here with you. We're doing this together. So I love that. And I think that really changes your mindset. So
You're welcome. Thank you for having me, you guys. If you guys have any more questions, let me know.
of course. We're going to dive a little bit into PRV. Monica, you're more than welcome to stay, go, whatever you want to do. And of course, I'll send you the link to our video afterwards. But love that, right? So, I mean, she made a good point. You guys, we can reach out to anybody. We've all said it. We're part of millions of different Facebook groups, right? And a lot of them are Scentsy groups, and we're like flyers and mystery crates and all the things, right? So think about that when you're talking to consultants, right? And find out when you start seeing posts, and that's exactly how I met Monica. She was asking, hey, who wants to help out a fellow director, basically create a plan to earn this incentive. And I was kind of going through the motions to see, okay, I want to comment something. And then something caught my eye of, hey, this is what I do. And then it was, well, I'm good at sponsoring, so if anybody has questions. And I'm like, everybody stop. Like, hold on. I need to reach out to her and she needs to talk to us, because I know that, it doesn't matter how hard we try or what we do, we always kind of feel, and I think as a whole, as a team, we kind of feel a little, about the sponsoring part, right? We're very creative. We see so many creative posts about how to do baskets and crates and all the things PRV wise, but sponsoring is the tough guy. And so I'm so happy that she was able to do that. And I love her point of sharing how much you love this business and why you love this business, right? You guys, comfort zone, comfort zone, comfort zone. I cannot say it enough, and I say it with the same fear that you all have. I do. I promise you. Here's an example. Uh Friday morning, no, Thursday morning, I went to go get a car wash. They go, they do their hand thing, whatever, and then you wait, and then they call you, hey, you're ready. Well, I was still a little nervous to talk to anybody. I'm still trying to get myself out of the initial, how do I initially bring this up, right? And so what did I do? Oh, well, I had my catalog. I had my, my little thing inside of it for the air purifier, right? And I had my little, like I had a postcard in it for referrals, and then the little, joy and happiness thing that we made. And I left it on the seat before I left to go get my car, because I figured, well, worst case, the next person who wants to sit here and wait for their car might find this and go, oh, what's this? Oh, Scentsy, and look through it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll call me, right? Probably not the best way, but guess what? It's a step in the right direction. And as much as I laughed about it afterwards, getting into the car, telling my 11-year-old, guess what? She's like, what? I'm like, I left a catalog on the seat. She goes, you big dummy. Why didn't you just hand it to the lady that you were sitting next to? I said, well, it's easier said than done. Shut up. Let's go. But we all share that same struggle, right? We all share that same struggle. We're always, doesn't matter what the situation is, we all have our own comfort zones that we're really trying to learn how to get out of. So trust me when I say, guys, you're not alone in it, but let's do it together. Okay. So just know, and here's my thing, right? I know, just like Monica said, I want to be on that Alaskan cruise. Okay. I want to be there. And I know that in order for me to be there, and I got to take Honey over here, because if I don't go with Honey, it's going to be like, well, I'm not helping you no more. Right. So I have to earn it for two, right? So now here I am looking at these points going, oh my God. But guess what? That just means to me that that comfort zone level needs to be pushed out, right? I need to just kind of go for it. Just dive right in and do what I need to do. And remember, we talked a few weeks back about, think about a waiter or a waitress, right? Their job is to ask everybody, is it time for dessert? Would you like dessert? Is there room for dessert? How many times do they hear no? Probably a lot, right? But guess what? There's gonna be those times where they're gonna hear the, yeah, sure, we'll share one. Yeah, okay. That's our business. Our business is exactly that. So if you treat it like a business, kind of like how Monica said, right? If you really treat it like a business, I think your mindset's going to be a little bit different. If you go on with your day and you just kind of go, oh, okay, oh, I wonder what's going on in Sensiland today, then that's exactly what's going to happen with your business. It's going to wonder if you're all in or if you're not, right? So I wanted to share that with you guys. I do have, again, if you guys want to talk and we want to do it by titles, we totally can. But going back to the qualifications, you guys, it's a lot more scarier to look at than it actually is to do. Okay. And I promise you, and let me stop sharing really quick. I want to share with you. I'm not kidding. You guys are going to laugh at me. So if you guys heard an SFR, I think it might have been Chuck Thompson. Somebody had said it, that typically once you earn an incentive, you kind of keep earning incentives. So it's true, right? I mean, it's happened. So I went to Target yesterday. I had to buy Chloe some school supplies because she started summer school today. And I got this little notebook. Of course, it's marble, right? Because here we are rocking the marble. But I went back and I put in like my first incentive earned and what it was, and then my second incentive earned and what it was, and then my third incentive earned and what it was. And guess what, guys? The fourth incentive, which is keep growing, right? And now we're on the Alaska cruise incentive. Okay. And here's what I'm going to tell you. The reason why I show you that is because once you do, so how many of you guys earned grow with the flow? Well, keep growing, keep going, keep growing. You did. Annette did. Amalia did. Martika did. Right? Start to look and pay attention to those incentives now. Okay. But for those of you who haven't earned it yet, remember that word, right? Huge word. If you have not earned it yet, yes, Natasha did too. You will. Okay, you will, because now you're starting to see that it's so much more doable. You guys, I was in those shoes before where I'm like, oh my God, 26,000 points, 25,000 points, there's no way. There's just no way. Like, I don't think I could do it. I would have to sell like 5,000 PRV all the time. No, guys, it's exactly what Monica said, right? Start mentoring and have that mindset that you really want to mentor them to grow. Because guess what happens when you do that? They actually turn into consultants who really enjoy doing it, and you start to see it, right? What happens is sometimes you just push it out there and you go, oh my God, do you want to join my team? Because I'm really close to earning this incentive. Guess what happens? 0 PRV, right? They usually get a kit. They may put in an order for 18 PRV and you're like, 18 PRV, I need like 500 more PRV. What are we doing? Because they're not in it to win it. They're really just there because you kind of, put them in a chokehold and made them do it. Right? So think about that. You want to have long-term consultants, right? But you guys, for those of you who earned it, because this is your first time earning an incentive, did you think you guys were going to earn it? Like when you first saw the incentive, were you like, oh, in the bag? No, right? Oh, and that's like, yep, it was in the bag the first day I seen it. Think about it though, right? I mean, you kind of see these things and you're like, oh, I'm going to try. And now that you got it, don't you think this one seems a lot more doable now? You're like, oh, what? I already earned one incentive. Number 2, here I come. You guys, it's all in your mindset, right? It's in your mindset. So think about this. Again, I'm going to share these photos because that way you guys can see it. But level 1, level 2, level 3, and then now they have top 75. Okay. So keep in mind, and this is the part that gets a little tricky. Keep in mind, you get consistency points. Doesn't matter what title you are, you get consistency points right there. Okay. Then you want to have your own personal promotions. What title are you at now? Okay, think about that. And if you're certified, you better jump to lead. How are we going to get there, right? Let's get a game plan for lead. If you're star, how are you going to get to superstar? Because those 3,000 points, that's a big chunk of points, right? So think about 3,000 points if you were a star now and you promoted, plus 2,500 points. That's already 5,500 points towards your incentive. Okay? And that's without even doing like focusing on PRV at that point. That's just trying to get your promotions in order, right? And then you keep it up and do that every month. And guess what? You still get some points for that. Okay. So you want to start looking at that. Now, if level 2 is where you want to be, then start thinking about 4. Okay. So sponsor a new consultant and get them certified. That's 4 people. 4. What did Monica say? She was taught to do 2 every month, right? So if you keep that mindset of 2 every month, think about that. How huge would that be for you? When I first saw this breakdown, guess what, guys? That was the first thing I thought of. We need 2 new consultants every month. Why? Because half of them may not get certified by then. May not, right? But if I make sure that I'm there and we work together and we get them on the right foot, there's your points. Okay? So think about that breakdown. If any of you guys have any questions about how to do that, please do not hesitate, okay? So there's the picture one, and like I said, I keep that picture in front of me at all times and I color it in all the time. But there's also this one here to kind of get you set up for where you want to be, right? So your August PRV, did you do 1,000 or more PRV that month? Great. Did you promote? Awesome. Did you get paid at rank? Great. So use this to kind of add up your totals, okay? And then you can really see where you're at. And then don't forget, when you go into your workstation, you will also see that the tracker will be there. And just like the keep going, keep growing, it'll give you your circles on where you're at for sponsoring and where you're at for PRV. Okay, so you'll always have that as well. Remember, it updates daily. It doesn't update by the hour. So there was that. The last thing that I want to share with you guys is this. So Monica kind of already said it. Figure out what your breakdown, is going to be for your game plan. Okay, figure out what you want to do, what your goal is to do every single month first. Because if you're just going to kind of go like willy-nilly and just, we'll see how it goes, chances are you may have those off months, right? So if you have a plan and you shoot for those plans, chances are you're probably going to hit those plans. Okay, so think about that. What's your focus going to be on this season? What's your focus going to be on this month, this August coming up? All right. Like Monica said, offer the opportunity to everyone. Didn't we just see a post about this? Do not assume you know what their answer is. It's so true. There's some people that have joined. There's actually some people that have joined who I've asked years ago, and now I've seen them on, and they used to be a different direct sales, and then they changed their direct sales group name to like so-and-so Sensi group now. And I'm like, Sensi group, girl, you used to do paparazzi. Oh yeah, I joined Sensi. My cousin kind of, and I'm like, girl, I asked you. I know, but I forgot. And then my cousin kind of, it was one of those. But guess what? You never know, right? So keep asking. How about for the rest of the month? We have still like a week left, right? We have the rest of the week left. So what is your plans for the end of the month? Maybe to close out the month good. How do you feel about your end of month, right? My PRV, I feel, is a little lower this month, but you know what? I'm going to have high hopes for August. But are you ready for the new season? That's my question to you guys. Do you have all your materials, labels ready to go? Do you have on-the-go packs? Do you have, all that jazz? Do you have that ready to go? Because if you don't, again, it's kind of like just going willy-nilly, nothing's going to come from it, right? So I leave you with that. The last thing is this. I'm sure you guys have heard of her name, Joanna Luna. She is so amazing. She is correct me if I'm wrong, I think star director or superstar director. I can kind of give you a little bit about her, but she posted, and I put it in the, actually, I'm just going to share it with you. I put it in our drive. So if you guys want to check it out, you are more than welcome to. It is a lot of pages because she did pretty much into the next year. Okay. Superstar director. Thank you, Monica. But she had posted this, and I thought, for those of you who need something physically to do, like write and put in and all that stuff, this is great. Okay, this is so great. But I did put it in our drive. So if you were at SFR, you would have saw that I printed some of these for you guys, and I kind of made it my own to have your own why underneath it, which was kind of cute. But then there's also these here, right? Starting with a belief statement, breaking it down into goals, XYZ. So right now, if you want to just make this belief statement all about your incentive, why not? Right? It's your business, okay? It's your goals. But I love how she put the annual sales here. Okay. I love how she put the annual mentor. Guess what, guys? Remember we talked about sponsoring 2 a month? If you did the 2 a month for the 6 months, you're already at 12 people. 2 more, get them certified, and you're going to be an annual mentor. Think about that. Okay. See how it all kind of goes hand in hand? It's so awesome. She also did bulk sampling, and I kind of shared her pictures with you guys on the group meet of all her little samples. Remember her drawer of samples? Tell me that is not gorgeous, right? So this is kind of what she does. She just put in all her stuff and what she did. Again, if it's not for you, don't do it. It's just something that some people may need as like a guidance. And so that's why I share it with you. Okay. So it did go to May, which is kind of why I started, I think, from page like, I don't know, 45 or something. But just to give you guys an idea, she has daily numbers in there after each month, but she also has Facebook parties, basket parties. Okay. If, like Monica said, right, she's a virtual party person. So that's her deal. If you're bigger on basket parties, home parties, whatever it is, or even just personal shopping links, put that in there. Change out the top and just write whatever it is that you're good at, right? I love the expenses here. It's pretty awesome. It kind of helps you for every month. And then business weekly to-dos. You guys, how many of you guys kept telling me, I feel lost. I don't really know where to start. I don't know what I should do like on this day and on this day. Again, these are hers, okay? But these are things that you may want to look at and just kind of take ideas from. Maybe Monday is your team day, right? For us, it's usually Tuesday. We do our team Tuesdays. Maybe you do a customer day where you do all this stuff. You do a business day. Look at how some of these things won't take up very much time, right? Think about that. So on customer day, follow up on any messages. There's a consultant call at 11 a.m. You guys, I don't know if you see that, but it's in the workstation. Okay. Send thank you mail for PWS orders, send weekly customer emails, prepare any thank you cards. Like these are things that maybe not all of them you have to do that day, right? So think about that. Same here, recruiting day, all these things, right? And then she kind of does it like repeatedly so that she has everything on there, but just take a look at it. And if you're a leader, how awesome is this to give you guys an idea of what to talk about with your team? It doesn't have to be a Zoom, guys. This could be something that you even do in just a group chat. Hey guys, I really want to talk about X, Y, and Z, right? And kind of get some things here and there to talk about, okay? So she does a couple of those and then notes and things. And then it goes into the next month. So just FYI, that's why I wanted to share that with you, because if you're looking at it, you're like, what the heck, 100 and something pages? Remember, June and July are already going to be over. So you don't necessarily need those ones, but keep going and it'll bring you all the way down to, I believe, like March of next year. So I just took a 1-inch binder for mine. And I'm going to kind of incorporate it a little bit with what I do monthly for like the team, like the green challenge and things like that. But I think this might help me a little bit to stay on track with the incentives. So I'm going to try it out and see how it works, right? And remember, instant gratification does not work. You got to kind of give it some time to do its thing. Okay. The last thing that I want to share with you, and I know Monica has seen this, is, let me see if I can pull it up really quick. I'm going to try, I don't know if she already did it. Oops, sorry guys. This was from, share with you. I just thought it was so cute. Super cute. Okay, apparently I did not. Here it is. It's from Michelle Southern. And I'll try and share the video if I can with you. But what she did, just to give you guys an idea, let me see if I can make this bigger for you.
These could be a party, guys.
Okay, so she basically made these printouts of different things of the samples. So how many of you guys got the stickers, right? And if you didn't use all the stickers, this is a great way to have these on you right now And I think Monica, you're from, I think, what, Nevada or something? So I'm sure you're probably hot over there too. But we're dying out here, right? In our 90-ish humid weather. So this is perfect for that reason. So what she does basically, and I'll just kind of share with you guys the comments and stuff, because so you can see, she made these rub and sniff little sticker, or not stickers, like printouts, and all she did was cut them out and put them into like a ring. Okay, and the beginning of it basically says like, here, enjoy your fall winter sample. So there's no wax, there's none of that stuff, right? She even added in like Heidi's banana bread recipe. Like, how cute is that, right? But I'll try and share it. She was trying to do it to where it's editable, but it wasn't letting her like do it that way. So let me see, is it here? Yeah, it's here. Top picks. Oh, this is like her top picks and stuff. But basically, she added in all this extra stuff like Scentsy Club, my top picks. Did you know that we're partnered with all these people? You know, the scratch and sniff stickers. And like, how cool is that? That you don't have to sit there and make all of these samples, but instead, boom, Scentsy Pets, flower, diffusers, right? It's all on one little ring. And you can just share those with your customers. So it might be a little bit of work. Again, I'm gonna try and share it with you guys. If she was able to make the pictures a little bit bigger, it looks like if I print them, they're small. But I thought, how cool is that? Then you don't have to worry about things melting in the car. It's an easy way to go, oh my God, like Monica said, right? Oh yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Oh, of course. And I'm a Scentsy consultant, right? And if you'd like to know a little bit more about it, here, take this, smell this, right? See if there's things in there that you might like or might, you know, catch your eye. But what I want you to take away from is this, okay? Try to start thinking of action plans for your new season. Okay, if you get off this call and you start your day tomorrow just like any other day, guess what? That's what exactly is going to happen. It's going to keep repeating what you do every single day, right? So if you start to put an action plan together, start thinking of the things you want to do. Chloe Cox posted about her realtor bundles. Okay, now she has this consistent realtor that buys bundles from her. And she put it all together and she was posting it and she did all this stuff. How fun is that? How many of you guys know a realtor? Right? How many of you guys can say, hey, help me out and I can help you out by getting some closing gifts? Okay, let's work on it together. Let's see what our bundle and save can do for you. Yada, yada, yada. Right? Find those people, fundraisers, you guys. Now is the time. If you know anybody who is in search of any kind of funds, you know, things like that for any organization, now's the time. Like, go look for those fundraising opportunities because there's your PRV. Yes, you will be giving back portions because we definitely give more than we take, right? But you're also getting PRV for your incentive. Okay. So start thinking about those things. Fundraisers are going to be huge. Realtor bundles might be a huge PRV success for you. You know, Amalia is really good at mystery crates. Maybe a mystery crate club will be something for you that you want to try this season. Okay. But think about those things because you want to have consistency. So I leave you with that word. Consistent revenue is what you want to go for. So that when fall, winter is over and we start that spring, summer season, you're not worrying about trying to get a $2,000 month. You're now more worried about getting more teamies on your team, right? Helping people grow, mentoring them, right, Monica? And getting them on your team and making sure that, you know, they're all available for you to train them and for them to be exactly where you are because you found the magic to the pudding, right? You found that recipe. And so that's why you want to share it. So I hope that that was helpful for you guys. You see Monica's name there, reach out to her. She's on Facebook if you guys have any questions. But know that August 1st, It's a whole new world, guys, whole new world. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys, you know, are just like me and you're ready to get out of that comfort zone, because guess what? We got to go with the choice that scares us the most, because that's the one that's going to help us grow. Okay. I love you all. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you guys want to mention? Anything?
I've been messaging with Amalia, but I am 173 for my first 1,000.
Woohoo!
I looked at my husband, I was like, I don't know what I did different this month, but it's been a good month.
And that's good. And those are the things that you need to do, is reflect at the end of the month and go, what did I do differently this month than I have done in previous months? Continue doing those, right? And then maybe even enhance it. So perfect.
Like I've always offered like specials to try to gain my PRV, and usually no one bites. But this month, people are biting.
And that's because you never know when they're going to come. But see, to Crystal's point, that's why you got to keep on growing that you know, customer base, right? Don't stop there. If you have 5 good customers of yours that always buy from you, don't stop there, because there's going to be a month or 2 that they're not going to buy.
2 of them gave me 2 new customers.
There you go. Referrals, right? Referrals. Yes, the flowers. I just posted and got 3 orders for bundles. You guys, it's there. It is there. People want to take advantage of the 10% off this month. Use it to your advantage. Start talking about, like I said, if you start talking about that air purifier and you start offering those opportunities from it, that's already one party. One air purifier is one party. So think about that. And then I will share with you guys on the group me, because I think, yeah, it's not here. So I'll have to share with you guys in the group me, but there was something that was posted, and it was actually about the air purifiers. And basically it was, if you did, I actually have it in front of me. So if you did 1, right, you host, you get the 25 with 1 half off item. So I kind of have like a table. I'm sure Monica probably seen it. So I'll share this with you guys in the group me. I thought I had it here. Oh, kind of, sort of. Okay, wait. I just put a picture in the chat. And then I'll put this. But like I said, you guys will see it in the group me as well. But for those of them that are not part of the group me, here's this. But anyways, it basically says sometimes it's just a numbers things. The options with the air purifier are endless. Let's look at those numbers when you're having conversations with customers, right? What are some of the benefits of 4? 4 customers buy 1 air purifier, that's 1,000 PRV. Party flip customer to certified for 1,000 incentive sponsoring points for you and 1,000 sponsoring points for them. Okay, that's $150 in free host. That equals the 1 air purifier at discount or $59 join kit. So there's like breakdowns of all these different things, you guys. So much that you can do with it. Okay. And keep consult at 5 half offs, 4 plus perpetual reward. So yeah, there's so many options in there for you guys if you want to take a look at it. But I just thought it was so cool, because I'm like, okay, I'm like, really right now? Commission earned for flip 1 air purifier is $50. 2 $100, 3 $150, 4 $250. Okay, so those are things that you want to offer when you're having that conversation with people. If they're into an air purifier, look at the commission that they can earn if they just decide to sign up, right? And now they can continue getting their filters at a discounted price or free, depending on how, you know, things work out for them. So Amalia is starting to make the faces of let me do the math, and I'm just kidding. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Again, the options and the opportunities, they're endless. Just pick and choose and start one, okay? August 1st, start one. If purifiers are going to be your thing, start it. I know August 1st comes, I'm going to be buying an air purifier. Why? Because I want to be able to share that. Yeah, I want one, right? Oh, gotcha. And I want to be able to share it with everybody. I want to share how big it is. I want to share after a week, do I see a difference? I want to share how I can use my pods because I love my pods, right? I don't have to worry about them melting. I don't have to change them out. I don't have to do all these things. Share what you love, right, Monica? Share why you love it, what you love about it, and people will start to see it. And don't forget, everyone is watching, always. Always, I promise. And they want to see some sort of failure. So do yourself a favor, prove them wrong. Okay? Mwah. I love you guys. I hope you have a great night. Thank you again, Monica, for being on. It was awesome tips. I cannot wait. And if you need anything from me, you let me know. But again, thank you so much for being on. And thank you to Maria's team for being on. I hope it was helpful for you guys as well. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, everybody. Bye, babies.